quite rare that you see a product last for over a decade, but that's exactly what's happened to the Roccat Kone AIMO mouse. It started off very plain looking, seen many iterations throughout that decade, and has now landed on this beautiful looking LED light show of a mouse. There's no escaping that the Kone is a lump though. The nice thing is the fact that it's pretty curvy, so it has no problem with resting against the entirety of your palm. There's a cutout on the left hand side where you can rest your thumb and also find the easy shift button to activate your macro keys, which is just down here. In the same area are also two very wide thumb buttons to give you full customization inside of games. So being white as well gives this mouse a sense of cleanliness while it's sitting on your desk. It's certainly a refreshing change from the usual black look that most peripherals come in nowadays, and paired with other white AIMO products that Roccat produces, like the Kane headset for example, makes the setup feel very fresh and very premium. It's a shame that monitors aren't following in this kind of white look fashion. Now, what's AIMO, you ask? AIMO is what Roccat are calling their intelligent lighting system, and on the Roccat Kone it's very bright, which I actually like. Your hands glow as the light shines through it. What more, the AIMO lighting will actually react to the apps and games that you use on your computer, as well as track your usage. So if you've got several Roccat AIMO compatible products, then the lighting system will be universal across the board. And what's nice is something that I didn't actually realise that happened until I paired it with a Roccat Vulcan keyboard, is the fact that light from the mouse seems to spill over onto the keyboard itself. So the keyboard has a feature, for example, that if you're using the WAS and D keys like you do in gaming, it will actually start to kind of push out this kind of aura of light around that WAS and D, so it can track that you're using also things like space for jump, control for crouch or C for crouch, Z for prone, Q for whatever skill you want to use, E for use, for example. It kind of spills out across the actual keyboard itself. Now on the mouse it does exactly the same thing. So if you're using the buttons like on a rapid basis, like if you're firing off a rifle in Battlefield or the sniper rifle in Anthem, which is a game that we've been playing for a while, it actually starts spilling out that kind of light over onto the keyboard where the number pad is. So this will start to glow orange, and then orange will start to sort of fade and push over onto the actual Vulcan keyboard. And Vulcan's an AIMO product as well. But I think that's just really quite a nice feature, and actually having it reacting to what you're doing on the actual product itself, it's just a nice feature. It doesn't really add anything in terms of making better at games or anything like that. It's just a nice lighting feature. Button layout is pretty much on point with the exception of the scroll wheel and DPI adjustment buttons. The scroll wheel, in my opinion, is needing to be further towards the front, giving room to the adjustable DPI switches to follow suit. Now when I'm actually using the mouse, I feel like I'm crunching my first finger to get to those adjustable DPI buttons, which is really annoying. I wish everything was just pushed slightly forward, not by much, just slightly forward. Now Roccat use their very own switches as well, which will give you roughly 50 million clicks before blowing out. So on the bottom, Roccat are using one of their owl eye sensors, which has a maximum DPI of 12,000, which is absolutely huge. You can save multiple DPI options in the Swarm software if you do need to, but from default it's usually from around 400 at its lowest, right up to around 3200. There is also an adjustable polling rate ranging from 125Hz right through to 1000Hz. You are able to get some very nice smooth pans and movement with the Roccat Kone AIMO gaming mouse, especially in something like Battlefield 5, when playing as a sniper for example, and you need to pull off those sweet headshots.
Können nicht weit sein! Sucht alles ab! Nur eine Frage! Sie schießen auf mich! Scheiße, das tut weh!
So I definitely enjoyed my time with the Roccat Kone AIMO gaming mouse. I think they're built incredibly well, albeit a little bit plasticky, but they still have a decent... Now these should have really been implemented into the RGB offering as well. That would have looked quite smart, but I can see why they didn't include them. The mouse is already streamlined and it really does look quite aggressive. Overall, for a mouse that you can find online for around £69 in the UK, it's definitely one that can contend with the likes of something like the SteelSeries Rival 700 and the Razer Mamba. Thank you very much for checking out our video review of the Roccat Kone AIMO gaming mouse. If you enjoyed this review, then do click that like button. Please do subscribe to keep up with all of our latest tech and gaming videos, and also let us know in the comments below what you think about the Roccat Kone AIMO, whether it's something you would go for, whether you would go for a Roccat gaming peripheral, or whether you would stick to something like SteelSeries, Razer, or Corsair, for example, even Fnatic that we've just come from. As I say, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.